The inspiring life of Saint Frances Xavier Cabrini. Saint Frances Xavier Cabrini, often known as Mother Cabrini, was a woman of extraordinary faith, courage, and compassion. Born on July 15, 1850, in Sant'Angelo Lodigiano, a small town in northern Italy, Frances was the youngest of 13 children in her family. From a young age, she displayed a deep devotion to God and a profound desire to serve others. Despite her frail health, Frances dreamed of becoming a missionary in China. She was inspired by the stories of great missionary saints and often made paper boats, pretending they were sailing to far-off lands. Her family, deeply religious, supported her spiritual aspirations. However, Frances faced many obstacles in pursuing her calling. A path shaped by Providence. After the death of her parents, Frances applied to several convents but was rejected due to her fragile health. Undeterred, she devoted herself to teaching and serving in her local parish. In 1877, Frances took her vows and became a religious sister, adopting the name Xavier in honor of the great Jesuit missionary, Saint Francis Xavier. Under the guidance of her spiritual director, Frances founded the Missionary Sisters of the Sacred Heart of Jesus in 1880. The order was dedicated to caring for the poor, educating children, and sharing Christ's love through works of charity. Frances envisioned her missionary journey leading her to China, but God had a different plan. Mission to the New World. In the late 19th century, millions of Italian immigrants fled poverty and hardship in their homeland for a new life in the Americas. Many found themselves struggling in foreign lands, facing poverty, prejudice, and exploitation. Pope Leo XIII, recognizing their plight, urged Frances to focus her mission on these immigrants rather than journeying to China. In 1889, Frances and 6 of her sisters embarked on a voyage to New York City. Arriving in a strange and bustling city, they faced immediate challenges. The house promised to them by the local clergy was unsuitable, and Frances had no financial resources. Yet, her unwavering faith and trust in God sustained her. "I have all the money I need," she would say, pointing to the heavens. Building a legacy of compassion. Frances dedicated herself to the needs of the Italian immigrants in America. She established schools, orphanages, and hospitals, ensuring the poor and marginalized received care and dignity. One of her most notable accomplishments was founding Columbus Hospital in New York City. Her tireless efforts earned her the admiration of many, including clergy, government officials, and the people she served. Over the years, Frances expanded her mission across the United States and beyond. She established institutions in cities such as Chicago, Seattle, New Orleans, and Denver. She also extended her ministry to South America and Europe, tirelessly working to bring hope and healing to countless lives. Frances was known for her indomitable spirit and her deep reliance on prayer. Despite ongoing health issues, she traveled extensively and supervised the growth of her order. By the time of her death, the Missionary Sisters of the Sacred Heart of Jesus had grown into a thriving congregation with missions worldwide. A heavenly reward. On December 22, 1917, Frances Xavier Cabrini passed away in Chicago while preparing Christmas candy for local children. She was 67 years old. Her death marked the end of an earthly mission filled with love and sacrifice, but her legacy continues to inspire people around the world. In 1946, Frances Xavier Cabrini became the first U.S. citizen to be canonized by the Catholic Church. She is honored as the patron saint of immigrants and refugees, a fitting tribute to a woman who dedicated her life to serving the most vulnerable. A legacy of faith and love. Saint Frances Xavier Cabrini's life is a testament to the power of faith, resilience, and selfless service. Her story continues to inspire those who seek to make a difference in the lives of others, reminding us that with God's grace, even the smallest seeds of compassion can grow into a harvest of love.